Hello, everyone. Welcome in. My name is Becky. I am the Director of Onboarding here at Gateway Travel. It is my job and my pleasure to make sure you have the best experience possible from when you sign up to your first 120 days. So today we're going to learn a little bit more about what we have to offer and who we are. But first, joining us today, I'll let her introduce herself.
Hi, I'm Holly. I'm the Director of Agent Growth here at Gateway Travel. So, my job is to work with our agents as they're growing and learning through various stages of their education process. So, we're excited to share a little bit about Gateway with you today.
Yes, thank you so much, Holly, for joining us. If you guys have any questions, please put them in the comments. We'll be happy to answer those, guys, and we'll have a question and answer period at the end. So let's get started. So we are Gateway Travel. We are a host agency for travel agents, established in 2012. We do have over 1,200 agents, and we are growing daily, which is exciting. We do offer unparalleled service and support. We have a state-of-the-art CRM that you can access, and we do offer multiple live, ongoing, personalized training programs for agents at all levels.
We have such a great support team here at Gateway. Of course, you've just met me and Becky, and we think we're pretty great. But also behind the scenes, we have Trish and Virginia who handle onboarding for all of our new agents, logins, and lots of little details to make sure that your joining process is as smooth as possible.
Definitely. All right, so we do have membership options. There are no startup costs or hidden fees. The only required fee that we have is our membership fee. You're going to choose your commission split when you pick your membership. Each membership is going to include your training, your support, your access to the CRM, and your errors and omissions insurance. At the 70% level and higher, you'll have all the benefits of the 60%, plus you can add sub-agents if you choose to. Our sub-agents are not allowed to have sub-agents, so it's not a pyramid, anything like that. So at the 80% and 90% level, you have everything at the previous, or 80%, you have the eligibility for your own Embark ID, which is CLIA, and 90%, the 90% commission split, which is one of the highest commission splits offered in the industry. So a great opportunity there. I don't know why it flipped there. Special offer is exclusively for transferring agents. You have the ability to get your first month free if you want to just test drive us and try us on if you're transferring. Go to gatewaytravel.com. Under the pricing heading, you'll click transferring agents, and that is where you'll sign up and take advantage of that offer.
There are so many great things about being an agent with Gateway. Becky and I have both been here for a number of years, and we're pretty happy where we are, very happy where we are, to be honest. But we have a wonderful supplier list. We have over 120 fantastic suppliers that cover all areas of travel, from hotels, resorts, tours, train travel, bicycle travel, national parks, car rentals, all of it. Our training is top notch, and we always keep it updated to reflect the current trends. Our commissions, like Becky said, are among the highest in the industry. We pay commissions twice a month after the client travels. We have dedicated support for agents at all levels. So wherever you are in your career with Gateway, you always have a dedicated specialist to talk to. Whether you're a brand new agent or a transferring agent, experienced agent, we've got you covered all the way across the board. Login transfers are unique to transferring agents. If agents are coming to us from alternate host agencies and they're bringing with them some training maybe they've done, some credentials they've earned, we want them to know that they can transfer those for most companies. And we know all the tips and tricks to get those logins and learning credentials transferred over. And then, of course, our size. Our size is my favorite thing about Gateway. We are big enough to have impact and presence and influence in the industry, but small enough to care about our agents. We know our agents by name. They can reach us easily. And it's a very community-oriented company, and very friendly and family-oriented as well.
One of my favorite parts as well, Holly. So onboarding, which is kind of my specialty, it's just an easy process. First thing you're going to do is go to gatewaytravel.com and pick your membership. Pick the one that is best for you, and then you can start your onboarding checklist. That checklist is going to have you schedule your onboarding call. Those calls are typically within 24 hours of signing up. It's just going to walk you through the system and welcoming you, as an agent, a new agent to Gateway. After that call, you'll have full access to our systems. You can start registering with suppliers. So a quick and easy process to help you get started, which is really important.
We have so many options for training, and we do get asked all the time about, will I be certified when I'm joining Gateway? Well, the truth is there really is no nationally recognized standard for certification for travel agents. Every company has their own training program, and it covers all aspects of travel. Ours is the same. We have our online program, which is our in-house certification for training that fits your schedule, and it can be completed simultaneously with beginning to book with suppliers. You don't have to complete all of it first. You can start into it, and then if you have someone who says, hey, I want to go on a cruise, you can book that cruise before you've even finished the training program. Like we've mentioned before, the live training is offered to agents at all levels. That is something that we tweak all the time to make sure it's relevant and current and engaging for our agents. We also do supplier webinars periodically, so you can sit down in a virtual space and get to know some of our suppliers and their products and ask questions. And all sessions are recorded for on-demand access. So if you can't be in the live trainings, you can always refer back to it later. Our suppliers have brand specific training through their systems. You can log in and become a Master of Adventure with Royal Caribbean, or a Commodore with Princess Cruises, or graduate from the College of Disney Knowledge. So many ways to learn about all those suppliers and their specific offerings, and those are all completely accessible and free to you. There is no experience necessary to become a travel agent, nor are we requiring that you have any certifications before you come in the door. You have access to a vast amount of training. In fact, I'm 7+ years in, Becky's over 10 years in. We're still training. We're
Yep.
constantly learning new things because travel is a very dynamic industry, to be honest.
It is always changing and evolving, and you got to stay up on those trends. So, a great way for knowledge is also FAM trips, which are familiarization trips. All agents are welcome to attend our official Gateway FAM that's every year. We have additional FAM opportunities that may also be available for groups and individuals. Recent FAM destinations that we've had the opportunity to attend: Disney, Universal Studios, both Orlando and Hollywood, beaches, Turks and Caicos. And then we've had cruise ships, the Freedom of the Seas. This year is going to be on the Celebrity Beyond. So excited.
So excited.
Yes. And then we have Ireland, Jamaica, Alaska, river cruising. There's a lot of opportunities out there. It's a great way to familiarize yourself with the supplier and the destination.
For sure. So there are so many things that make Gateway travel different. And Becky and I have both, because of our positions here, we've become really knowledgeable about other host agencies. We're in the algorithms now with social media. We get those posts the same way that you are, probably because you're looking. The things that make us different are lots of things, really. First of all, we are not an MLM. MLM stands for multi-level marketing. We will never require recruiting team members as part of your business. We have a sub-agent program, which means you can work with someone as kind of a partner. Becky has a sub-agent or a couple of sub-agents. I don't have any, and I've been an agent for 7 years. It's not the way that I want to do business. So it's definitely not a requirement. We don't have quotas or minimums either. You can build your business at your own pace, which means if you are a slow starter, like some people are, and you want to learn everything first, we have agents who do that. We have agents who start booking right away. We have agents who set their business down for a few months while their daughter gets married, or while they take a extended world vacation, or maybe something happens in your life as illness and you have to set your business aside for a little bit. You're not going to have to worry about maintaining any type of level of quotas or minimums. We have a really supportive and positive culture, which I love. Every time we give you guys answers and we engage with you, we hope that it comes from a place of positive support for you. We don't have any restrictive rules. I've been fascinated as we've explored other host agencies, what some of their rules are, including things like agents can't book their own travel. What is that about? You should be booking your own travel and earning commissions on it. You should be your own best customer. I've heard that agents have to give high dollar leads to more senior agents. We don't do that. Every lead that comes in the door for you is your lead. Your clients are your clients. You don't have to give anything away. You have to be here X number of weeks, months, years before you can access certain suppliers. Nope, we don't do that either. You have access to our full roster of suppliers from day one. Your support staff is actually composed of active working agents. We have a combined decades of travel experience. So you can reach us via email and you can schedule phone calls for assistance. And we're incredibly responsive, but to the point, is knowledgeable. We are people who've been there, done that. We know what it's like to be an agent working our business from the beginning. And it's a great resource. We're not just a call center. We're an actual working agent support system. We offer that live ongoing training for agents at every level, which I think is really unique to Gateway. Really wonderful option that we have. And then, of course, our agents can earn up to 90% commission from day one without any qualifications. Another interesting rule I heard from another host. I met someone recently when I was checking out Universal Epic. I was chatting with a girl and she was a 60% agent, which is where our agents can start if they choose. But she could only advance if the host agency decided that she was worthy of doing it. If she'd booked enough, if she'd, been attentive, if she'd gone to events, things like that, then they would decide if she could have a higher commission, which would max out at 70%. Here, as an agent, you can decide on day one that you want to start at the highest commission, you can. If you want to start at a lower commission while you're learning and then advance at a later date, you can do that too. So we have really great options here. And I love that you can be earning 90% of the commission you generate.
Yes, definitely one of the many benefits to being with us. So the top 5 reasons that agents choose us, experienced agents as well. Number 1 is our support. Our support actually supports you. Gateway Travel is all about personalized agent support. We are not just a one-size-fits-all answers. Whether you're troubleshooting supplier issues or refining client communications, you're going to get that fast one-on-one help from mentors who've been in your shoes. And like Holly said, we have decades of experience. 2, training that grows your business. You get more than just a login and a list of suppliers. You're going to get a roadmap to success, including our launch program, which is for new agents. It's a weekly live sessions, Elevate program for growing agents, and Ascend and Summit program for our top tier agents. And then number 3, generous commission splits and low fees. Keep more of what you earn with industry leading commission tiers and minimal monthly costs. Plus, you can tap into high paying supplier rates and consortia deals to help boost your revenue. Smart tools and content support. Leverage our AI-powered business planning and marketing tools. Our social media Spark program is ready to post content, beautiful photos, hashtags, super easy there. And there's more great tools coming soon. We do have, and one of my favorite things is our positive professional community. Joining Gateway is joining a tribe of driven agents. From peer masterminds and active group chats to annual fam trips, you're going to be a part of a supportive network that shares strategies, celebrates wins, and we lift each other up, which is a great thing that we have here.
So, of course, we covered a lot of content in the last 10-15 minutes, but we may have missed something. So if you have questions beyond what we've covered, we'd happily answer those in the comments, and we can discuss those right here and answer them verbally. And then if you end this session with us and you've walked away and you go, oh my gosh, I should have asked about that, please email us. We have just popped it in there, new agent support at gatewaytravel.com to answer any and all questions you may have. And then, of course, check out our website, gatewaytravel.com. Lots of details in there, tons of information at your fingertips.
Very much so. There's going to be blog posts, reviews, a lot of information. The website's going to include everything that the membership includes, and it's going to have a comparison tool so you can see the differences between all of them there. A lot of information at your fingertips. Just to go over questions that have been asked during this live, Disney is one of our suppliers. You can book Disney vacations. You can have access to the training, which is the College of Knowledge. You're going to have access to Adventures by Disney, Disney Cruises, Disney Parks Vacations, whether it be Florida or California. So there's a lot of offerings there with Disney by itself.
And their training is so comprehensive. It's really, really good. And then they do updates every year. So when you do the Disney training and you've graduated from the College of Knowledge, in a year or before the end of the next year, you'll have the opportunity to learn what's new, to see what's updated in their training modules. So they're constantly on top of it at Disney. Universal is the same way. Universal has great training, comprehensive training, and training that updates. Most of our suppliers do. They really do want to make sure the agents who are representing their products out in the world are well educated and knowledgeable about the different aspects of booking, whether it's cruises or theme parks or resorts or global travel or river cruises, any of that, all that training is there and available for you. And you can pick and choose. You don't have to do
Yes.
any specific trainings. I did another one of those rules that came from another host agency. She couldn't book any travel until she had done, these certain trainings. And she's like, I don't know if I'm ever going to book Disney. She and I were chatting this week. She's like, I don't know if I'm ever going to book Disney. That's just not what I want to book, but I had to do the Disney training. I'm like, well, we don't require any of those. What are some of the perks for agents? Agent perks are varied. It really depends on the suppliers and it depends on what you're doing. A lot of the perks and things that come for agents as far as discounts and access to special events and things like that come when you've earned credentials like IATA.
Or CLIA.
And CLIA is another one. CLIA is the other one. There are two kind of major professional affiliations. One is CLIA for cruising, cruise something, and I don't remember what it stands for.
Cruise Lines International Association, I do believe.
IATA has to do with air travel, which is kind of funny because it really covers hotels, parks,
everything but cruising.
Yeah.
Yep.
So once you've earned some credentials, and that just means working your business for a set period of time, generate a set amount of commissions. And then once you've done that, you'll have your own credentials and can access those great rates.
And if those, sorry, Holly.
No,
and if those rates aren't available, because sometimes they're not. Like if you pick a popular date, like when my son had his graduation cruise, there wasn't any discounts available. So the cool part was I was still able to earn commission on my own travel, which is outstanding. That's what we mean by make yourself your best customer. Because starting out, you're going to book those trips anyway. So that's just a little tidbit there.
But some of the perks are if you've done the training, Princess Cruises, for example, when you do all of their training, they reward agents with a graduation cruise. It's free. Free meaning it's the interior room cruise fare. You still pay
taxes and fees.
You still pay if you want to upgrade to a balcony or something, but it's way less than rack rates. MSC Cruise Line does really terrific travel agent rates without any credentials. That Princess one is available without any credentials. Universal, when you do their training, there's a ticket perk that comes without any credentials, without CLIA, without IATA. So there are opportunities to take advantage of some perks as an agent before you've earned those credentials. And then once you have those credentials, there's a lot more. And they really are across the board different for different suppliers. Great question.
Definitely opens up a lot. Well, thank you guys so much for attending. If you do have any other questions, we'd love to talk with you. If you want to schedule a call, send us an email. We'll set something up, or you can do that on the live section of the website. There's a link to do that there. Send any questions to newagentsupport@gatewaytravel.com. Our website is a great resource to learn more about us and not just take our word for it, because there is reviews there as well. So thank you guys so much. Thank you, Holly, for joining us. I appreciate you. You are a wealth of knowledge. I love it. So thank you guys. Have a wonderful time, and we will talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.